Hello guys, Danny here at ParTay. So just wanted to show you a couple of things. I know in one of the past videos I showed you what happened to the deep space, aka Supreme 8, whenever I peeled the plastic from the acrylic, the transparent acrylic. So I did the same to mine. I figured it was only fair for me to do the same to mine. So I did it. Now you'll notice it tore, but it tore where the tag was underneath the paint. So otherwise, it came off in a full sheet. Now I want you to see that's the color. It's a gray, right? It's not a black, but you can see the contrast that it holds. That's with full on light. Yeah, in full sheet. So let me get this off of here. So this is a full sheet of plastic. That's it. Just comes off in a full sheet of plastic. All right. So next, the A.L.R. 9. Get this set up here. There we go. The A.L.R. 9. And that's with light coming in behind it. Now you notice the dark area right here, right? The reason for that is because there's a white box back there you just saw that is holding all of that up. So all the screen really requires is that you have a backing, okay, up against a wall or something like that. Now, here are the pros and cons. For personal application, if you're just looking for, and probably best used in a situation where you just want a little, say, a 50-inch portable screen, and you can purchase the, get up here, you can purchase this, purchase a piece of acrylic big enough to make you a 50-inch screen or a 60-inch screen, something that be kind of portable for you. For commercial application, it's a little more difficult. And here's why. Because you would want to put it directly on whatever you're going to be displaying, or you either want it to be a display all in itself, because if you put this up against a window, every bit of this acrylic needs to be flush to that window. Otherwise, you get what's called a bleeding or a ghosting. You get dual images because you've got an overlap from the image that's on the actual acrylic and then the image that's actually behind the screen. That's the reason whenever you've seen other displays similar to this, not as good, but similar to this, what you notice is when you get to the side, it blurs, right? It goes blurry. And that's because, and I'll give you an idea here. Let me grab, I've got a piece of material here with some white backing. So you can see the white backing here. See how it kind of blurs? And as you get it closer, it'll become, let's get an image up. As it becomes closer, you actually make out the image, but it has to be right up next to it. If it's off base from it a little bit, it gets really blurry and you get a dual image. So you would have to be right up against the window. Now that's kind of difficult because you can tape the edges, but you can't really tape the middle because then it's going to show, right? So that middle part may, even if it's just the smallest of separations, you're going to get a dual image. So probably not the best application for any kind of commercial use. No appetite for this, guys. We would be aware if there's an appetite for this, because I have friends that run businesses in 3 different townships around here, all on Main Street, main drags, right? This is not something they're interested in. For one, they don't want to have to maintain a projector or invest in a projector. That's not really how they drum up their business. But if by some chance there's a business out there that people do, then that's just a piece of advice, is that you would want to go direct. There's a prime example, if it'll show it again, of how you get sort of Let me see if it comes back. Something comes back up. There we go. You see how it kind of blurs right there with the white? That's just because I'm not completely up against this edge over here, so it kind of goes blurry. All right, but that is the ALR 9, and I want to show you. So there's the color on the ALR 9. Now this was rolled, quick rolled, so it's not even the greatest of rolls. This, however, I took my time with. And I want you to see I did this morning. It took me about 10 minutes to make, roughly 30 seconds to come up with the concoction. And then the rest of the time was just making sure. And this is actually one roll, guys. One roll. But I want you to see just how well this holds up. And if you watch that corner down there, you'll notice that even in all this light, with light coming in and kind of being tossed around inside the acrylic, that you can still make out something. Let me get something here that's going to make more sense to show. So let's go back into here. All right, so we can see our horsey. All right, now let me take the white piece of background again. And this is the ALR 10. Sorry, guys. So just to let you see how transparent that is. Okay. So how much would you be willing to spend on something like this? Me personally, not much, because it is more craft. You can make this very, very cheaply. Maybe $20, maybe somewhere in that ballpark, according to how much the material costs where you are. But roughly $20, and you can see. So if anybody's interested in this, there's no sense paying for something that you can do for free, especially when this is definitely more craft. And I give you as an example, my nieces in science class, they were learning about light, and they were doing different things with, you know, how I don't know if you guys did this in your schools or not, but where you work with prisms and you see how prisms work with light, but also how refraction works. This is a test case in refraction, very crafty. Acrylic is so much easier to work with than a standard opaque screen, period. Because the acrylic's doing a lot of the work for you. So, if anyone's interested in knowing how to make this, just reach out to me. I'll send you the recipe for how you can make it and instructions on how to roll it. And that way you don't have to pay for craft. All right? You guys have a good day, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.